Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make these cute jellyfish earrings. So this is what they look like. So cute. So to make some of these you're going to need some size 11 seed beads in two different colours, so one for the top part and then one for the tassels. I'm just using some bright colours that are like kind of matte so that it's easy on the camera for you to see, but I think this works really well with like any that's got this rainbow finish. You can see when I hold it close to the flash, these beads have got like a rainbow AB finish on them, and any beads that are like a bit transparent or lined in the middle works really well. You can also use size 8 seed beads, that would work just the same. Obviously it's just going to be quite a bit bigger. You'll need your earring hooks and beading needle. I'm using a size 12 beading needle and thread, and I am using £6 fireline for this in crystal. And that's everything, so let's get started. Okay, so starting with this top part, so whichever colour you want to use for that, you're going to pick up 6 of those beads like that and then slide them all the way down until you've got about 5 or 6 inches left, and then hold those there, and you're going to go up through the first bead. Pull that through to create your little circle of 6. Now from each of these 6 beads we're going to make another group of 6, and each of these is going to share a bead from the group below, so I'll show you as we go. So for the first one, coming out of this bead here, you're going to pick up 5 because it's going to share this as the 6th bead. And so you're going to go back through that one that you're coming out of and then through the next one in the circle as well, like that. So there you've got that next little group of 6, and on this original group we're now coming out of this one here, and we're going to share this bottom bead on the group next to it and the one on the circle, so you're going to pick up 4. And like I said, we're going to share the last bead on the circle next to us, going back through the one that we're coming out of and through the next one in that original circle. Pull that through. You should have this. Keep it pulled nice and tight with both threads. There we go. So we're on to that third bead in that original group of 6. If you lose which one that is, it's the one that your tail thread over here is coming out of, this original circle. So again, we're going to share the last bead of the circle next to us and the one that we're coming out of, so you're going to pick up 4 beads again to make a group of 6. So going through that last bead in the previous circle, back through the one that you're coming out of and through the next one in the original circle of 6. Okay, so far we've added the 3. I'm going to keep doing that, so picking up 4 again, coming out of this one in the original circle, go down through the last one in that circle next to you, back through the one that you're coming out of and through the next one in the circle. Now we've added 4, so this is number 5, picking up 4 beads again, coming out here, down through the last bead in the previous circle, back through the one that you're coming out of and through the next one in the original circle. So that's 5 little groups added. We've got to add 1 more here, but this time we're going to share, like always, the last bead in the previous circle, the one in the middle in the original circle, and also this one on this first circle we added. So you're going to go, coming out of here, you're going to move up through the first bead in this first circle we added on the outside. So you should be coming out here And now you just need to pick up 3 because you're already sharing 3 from the other circles. And going down through the last bead in that previous circle, like always, cross through the one in the middle circle where we were coming out of. So you have this. So now you're here, you're coming out of one of the beads in that middle circle, and you're just going to move up through 2 into this next circle on the edge. Okay, so now you have this. So you should be coming out here. So now on each, you should be able to see we've got these groups of 6 circles all the way around the edge. So we're coming out of this one, not the one in the center of that circle, and we're going to be picking up 4 and going down through this one next to it in the next circle along, and back through the one that we're coming out of. We're creating another group of 6, but this time we're using the 2 beads that are in between, if you see what I mean. So we have this. Now you need to travel through 1, 2, 3 beads. To here, and again we're in one of these circles of 6. There's the center circle, there's the one opposite, you're coming out of the one before that. You're going to pick up 4 and going into the bead previous and the one that you're coming out of. Pull that through, and then you have another group of 6. And then again, you're going to move around through 3 beads. Picking up 4. Going back into the one behind the one you're coming out of, and through the one you're coming out of. Pull it tight. And you have this, move around through 3. Picking up 4 and go into the one behind the one you're coming out of and the one you're coming out of. Now we've got 4 little groups of 6. Again, every time move around through 3 beads. If you follow that pattern, you should remain in the right place. Pick up 4, go through the one behind the one you're coming out of and the one you're coming out of, and move around through 3 beads. This is your last one, so pick up 4 and go through the one behind the one you're coming out of and the one you're coming out of. Pull that nice and tight. So now you have this kind of like a flower. This is where it gets a little bit complicated. You need to stick with me exactly where I am. So we're coming out here at the moment. And we're going to move up through 3 beads. So up through 3, like this. So now on those groups of 6s that you've got around the outside, we're coming out of the 2 on the side of this first group. What we're going to do is pick up 3 and go down through the 2 on the side of the previous group. So picking up 3, moving back to this previous group of 6, you've got the 2 that it's connected to on the base, 2 up this side and 2 down this side. You're going through the 2 down this side, through that one in the middle and back up through the 2 that you're originally coming out of to create this. So you should be coming back out of that bead that we started from. You're going to move round through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you should be coming out of the 2 on the side of that next group of 6. Here's the previous group of 6. You're going to pick up 3 and go down through the 2 on the side of that previous group of 6. At the same time, if you can, across through the middle bead and then up through 5, essentially up through the next 2 where you first started, where you were coming out of. So you're back to where you were originally coming out of, and then you're going to move around through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's the 2 on the side, the 1 bead in the middle, and then the 2 on the side of that next group of 6. Might not be able to do it all in one go. And then picking up 3 and going back to this previous group of 6, down through the 2 on the side, across through that 1 in the middle, and back up through the 2 where we're coming out of. Pull it through. It's going to start to curve up as you start to pull it. That's exactly what we want to happen. So then you're going to move around through 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Then picking up 3 again. Coming out of these 2, moving to look back at this previous group of 6, going down through the 2, cross through the 1 in the middle, and up through the 2 that we're coming out of. Okay, we have this. Again, move through 5. So 3, 4, 5. We've got 2 more groups of 3 to add, so picking up 3, doing the same again, so down through the 2 in the previous circle, cross through the 1 in the middle, up through the 2 that you're coming out of, move around through 5. And we're going to add the last group of 3. So just the same, down through that previous circle's group of 2, cross through the 1 in the middle and up through the 2 that you're coming out of. And now, finger in the middle, pull it really tight. Okay, so you should have this and it should be curving up a little bit like that. Now what we're going to do is really bring it in. So hold it this way. You're coming out here, you're going to move through that next group of 3 along the top. So you're here. And between all of those groups of 3 that you can see that we've just added, you're just going to put 1 bead. So picking up 1 and going straight through the next group of 3. Now don't pull it tight until we get right to the end. Picking up 1 through the next group of 3. Picking up 1 through that next group of 3, picking up 1 through the next 3, picking up 1 through the next 3, and picking up 1 through the last 3. Okay, now you can pull it tight, and it's really going to close up nicely like this. So we have this little like burger bun kind of shape. So now what I'm going to do is go through all of these, circle through all of these that are on this like circular row. I'm going to go through those all again, just so it doesn't loosen up while we're adding the strands. So we have this. Now from wherever you are, you're going to move up into the side. It doesn't matter how you get up there. You don't have to follow the same way that I go. Just want to make sure that you get yourself back to this original center circle. Now if you've lost it, again, it's the one where your tail thread should be coming out of. So get yourself up into one of those beads of that middle circle. Okay, so I'm coming out of one of those beads in the middle circle. And then when you're coming out of one of those, you just want to stick your needle straight through, pull it through. So your thread's now coming out the middle, this cupped side. And then you're going to pick up your tassels. So I did 4 tassels on this one, 3 tassels on this one. I prefer it with 3 because it's more flowy. So I'm going to do 3 again. So at this point you can do as few or as many as you want, and the length of the tassel is completely up to you. I do 20, 18 and 16 on that one, so that's what I'm going to do on this one again. So first of all, picking up 20 of your tassel colour. Okay, and then slide those all the way down, all the way, like that. And then I'm going to hold it kind of like this, and ignoring that last bead, go down through the other 19 beads. You can't always do it in one go. Okay, so I'm going down through all 19, and then when I get to the end there, I'm going to make sure I shove the needle up through that center circle, and holding on to that last bead as I pull it through, and I'm pulling it just until that meets the other beads. I don't want it to be too tense or it's going to bunch up. So now we're back up through this middle circle. I'm going to go into any one of these beads in that middle circle again. So through this one, and then again push your needle through the hole, bringing it out the other side. And then you're just going to do the same thing again 2 or 3 more times, however many tassels you want. So pick up the length of tassel that you want, ignore that last bead, go up through the rest, just like I did on this one. You can rewind and watch that one again if you have to, and then bring it back up through here and go through any one of these beads in that center circle. And then I will show you how to add the earring hook. So once you've added your tassels, I'm not doing it for the sake of the video, but once you've done that, and then you should be coming out of one of these, any one of these beads in the center. Tail thread's getting in the way, but then we're going to add the earring hook. So I'm going to do that by picking up one of my colour that matches this at the top, my earring hook. You can do that just by itself or via the jump ring that you've attached it to, and another one of that colour. So in this group of 6 here, I'm coming out of this one, so I'm going to go through the one directly opposite, so count round 3, and I'm coming out of this one on this side. I want to be coming out of this one on the same side, so make sure I go through it that way. So my thread's coming out the same way, pull that down, and then I'm going to go straight back through all 3 of those again, and back into that bead on the other side that I'm originally connected to, but this time I'm going into it on the other side. So I'm already coming out of it from this side, I'm going to go into the other side just so that it's going to sit nice and central. So now that's connected on both sides. I'm going to go back through these again on the top and back into this bead that it's connected to on the other side, and that should be nice and secure. And then what I will do is tie my knots. So to do that, you want to move down a little bit into the beadwork, tail thread in the way again. And then wherever you decide to tie your knots, what you're going to do is take your needle and catch the thread that connects the bead that you're coming out of to the next one. So take your needle under there so it's going to catch those threads. And then you'll create a loop and you want to go through that loop twice. Pull it down until the knot tightens, and then you want that knot to disappear, so I'm going to move through a couple of beads. And pull it really tight so you can see that that knot kind of vanishes inside the bead. You want to go ahead and tie as many knots as possible with what thread you have remaining, and then thread your needle onto your tail thread, do the same thing, and then you can cut them off and we're finished. So once you've done all that, then you should have your finished jellyfish that looks something like this. I think these are so cute. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and you're able to make one of these. I just love the rainbow beads so much. I'd love to see any that you do make, so you can always share them with me on Instagram at Beading by Hannah, and follow me there as well. You can like this video and subscribe if you enjoyed to see more of my videos, and comment down below anything else you'd like to see. I've got an orange earring coming up soon, a little orange blossom, and potentially an olive as well, which was random but requested, so leave any other requests down below, and I'll have a go at making them. Thanks for watching, see you next time, bye!